Hey, welcome back, and thanks for joining us again. In the last episode, you saw how spring had definitely sprung, and so it was time to put the new lawnmower to the test. We went to the Algarve to finalise Lorna's visa process, and with Pedro's assistance, we began working on the well. He dropped off the stones and the well rings on the property, and we were starting to put things in place until it all got a bit sticky.
Thought I'd pop down quickly and see what the water flow is like. It's ridiculous. This is where the tractor got stuck yesterday. So that majority of that's coming from the top terraces. And it just flows. Still a bit waterlogged. The ground is definitely drier in places right here. A beautiful day again. Now let's see how much of the work I did on the well has been undone, because the water pump failed again yesterday and nobody could get it going. So work came to an abrupt halt. Oh no. Oh wow, it is way up. I know it's to be expected. I'm not soft, but still. That's up quite deep. You usually judge it by that rock. Oh well. I have a future of pumping again.
This was a project that we'd started, and we wanted to see it through. We were up for the challenge, with only having one pump now, and so we were determined to do our best in a bit of a messy situation. So today's big idea: siphon the well.
Redneck engineering.
Redneck engineering. Siphon the well. No generator, no power,
No pump.
no pump, because I believe ours is fixed, but we haven't got it yet. But we're going to give this a go, see what happens. If I recall this correctly, this was actually Praj's idea. He suggested getting a 2-inch pipe and running it from the well itself down the hill, and thus siphoning the well. 50 meters of 2-inch pipe can be pretty tricky to maneuver. The only way really is to roll it. But Lorna fancied the challenge and wanted to do it by herself. Come on, you said you could do this on your own. Just let go, let it go. Let it roll. Or maybe not. Did it. Going through the hoop. And so now with all the materials in place, our friends Praj and Mike came over to put this concept to the test.
Okay.
Let's see if it's working. It was a bit of a tricky process, and we had to repeat it over and over due to airlocks. That seemed to be the biggest challenge. It was fine once the water was flowing, but if air got in the pipe, it all came to a halt.
got water? It's not the full pressure, but it's coming. As he shakes the tubes up there as well, seems to release some airlocks.
Yeah.
So no pump, just siphon.
Can't really break anything, which is good.
The other advantage is we can just leave it running.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about it running,
Running out of petrol.
machine running hot or for
Yeah.
too many hours.
Yeah.
It's environmentally friendly.
Environmentally friendly. So this is a 2-inch pipe, 50 meters long, taken from our well down the hill, which you need for siphoning, obviously. Tap on the end. We cheated. We used our friend, his pump, just to charge the hose. So we ran it for about 5 minutes or so, if that. Switched it off. Dunked the other end. As you saw, we dunked the other end into the well. Opened the tap at the other end, and it just siphons. Low maintenance, obviously. You can leave it, don't have to worry about it, and it's just going to do its thing.
Well, we certainly had more than a pipe full of water down there, Mikey.
With the pipe being 2 inches and quite a wide diameter, we were able to try and use it as a hoover on the other end in the well, to try and suck up as much of the debris at the bottom as possible and send it down the hill.
Wow, it's got some flow, man.
Yeah, some suck should have.
Whoa!
And don't do too much gravel at once. Keep an eye on the float.
Yeah, I'm clearing the sticks.
Yep. Yep.
I'm so glad our shower's working, Mikey.
Me too, man.
That's incredible pressure, that. I mean, look how much it's dropped.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, my guesstimate was 2 inches was about right for manageability and
Yeah.
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 After a successful experiment in siphoning the hose, siphoning the well, using the hose, we've come up with an idea to improve our situation here. Because as we raise the hose out the well, it takes air in, and sometimes it can be a bit of a problem getting water from A to B. So the water will be the hose will be primed with the water using the pump into here, this into the big 2-inch, and it'll be a lot easier and we won't get air coming into the pipe. Let's drill a hole into the pipe. Oh, there's still water in there.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, well, we've got water up to there. So siphoning the well was going to be a daily thing. As the water levels keep rising, this was a process that we were going to have to repeat regularly. And throughout this, we were trying to make the system as smooth as possible. It was a really enjoyable process. It required a lot of problem solving in order to overcome all the little challenges and obstacles that we faced. So here we go, here's the grand opening. And there she blows.
Get in there. Oh no.
Oh, hold on.
No.
Still going, it's overflowing.
Is that flowing as much as it did yesterday? Oh, it slowed right down.
Give it a moment.
I mean, there's still a lot of water.
Yeah.
I can hear gravel coming down the line. Oh,
Yeah. There's a bit of air coming out there. Yeah, that's
quite a flow.
so you can see already the difference that that's made in the level of the water. Yesterday we sunk a post in the centre, and already you can see just how much the water's gone down. You can already see where it was wet. It's from this morning. So yeah, we do this and then it fills up overnight. So it's an ongoing process. But yeah, we're not running a pump at the moment. This is just siphoning. So
Wow.
I know. Yeah.
That was quick.
I was just saying that.
Wow.
It's like before your eyes, it's the water levels
Wow.
just drop dramatically.
No way.
That's shifting a lot of water.
Woo-wee.
So we realised to get the most effective way of siphoning was to keep both ends of the hose submerged, and so this is what we've devised. We've come up with a bucket, filled it with water, put the end of the pipe in, and there's obviously the tap on the end as well, but it just eliminates any air getting into the hose line. Well, it appears to be successful.
No, keep going.
It was always suspenseful, as we were never too sure how things were going to go. Sometimes they looked like they were going smoothly, but then you realise that they're not.
Don't stop. No! Shit.
Theory versus practical. It was obvious that somewhere along the line, air was getting into the hose. So we had to go and check all the connectors, make sure everything's tight, and get the air out the hose and try again. It was quite a workout. These hoses, when they're full of water, they're pretty heavy. Going up and down the hill, checking for airlocks, and then shifting the airlocks. It's quite a process. And after time, it's an exhausting process.
You hear it and feel it. You can feel where the airlock are. The pipe just gets so much lighter.
So we were putting water in, going up and down the line, chasing the air out until the hose was charged and full of water, ready to be siphoned again. Here we are again. Take 25. Alright, here we go.
Full, babe, open it up.
I was doing my best here to try and keep the end of the hose submerged, as air could possibly travel into the hose through the connections.
It's not looking very promising. Where were those air bubbles? It's so difficult to get all those air bubbles out the line. Well, we've been priming that line for about an hour now, wiggling, trying to shake all the bubbles out.
Where the blowing bubbles. So far seems good.
You know what it feels like? It feels like a VAR check. Did we score? Didn't we score? Come on, VAR, be on our side. Well, it's still going. I think it's going longer than it did before.
Definitely go longer than it did.
babe, does that mean we did it? What did VAR say?
It appears to be consistent, which it wasn't before, but we checked the connections, tightened those up a bit, made sure there was no air coming in through there, but at the same time, as long as this hose was submerged, we shouldn't be getting any air in.
Don't throw a rock on it, babe. Keep it down.
I don't want to move. Too scared to move now. It means I've got to sit here all day. Finally, after a lot of faffing about with chasing airlocks and priming the pipe over and over again. Well, I say that, but it was only a couple of times. But that hose is heavy when it's full of water, so it's definitely a bit of a workout. So I think we better go and have a look up the other end, just make sure that's all in place. So yeah, I was going to run a time lapse, but I think we're watching this in real time at the moment.
Wow. In the time it took us to go down there
And walk back.
switch it on and walk back, that's how much it's drained.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It doesn't warrant a time lapse.
Rapido. That's interesting, isn't it? Not even at the string line yet, where the well was when we left it last night. We put a piece of string around it and we're only now coming up to it. So all that green is what filled overnight.
Yep.
Pardon me.
No, 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 no.
No.
Lana. Whoop, careful. Well, yeah, that's something not to do. Don't do this. It's still drawing.
I think so.
And look at that critter.
It's because it's so low, babe. Whoa, man, the amount of mud in here.
Yeah. Yeah, look there.
I know, but we've got to get it under.
Yeah, you can see a door in and all that.
How am I going to keep it down?
So yeah, we've drained as much as we can. Switched it off at the bottom. I've just run back up the hill and Lana's stuck in the well. She can't get out.
Oh,
Go on.
oh, look at that! Oh, goodness me! Damn, there was some suction.
Yeah.
Okay, look how quickly it's filled up.
The size of the concrete tubes we're going to put in. The well is a lot wider, so we're going to share this space. We're going to put in the system that we need alongside keeping their ecosystem here as well. We're not completely taking everything away. We're just living in harmony with the critters around us as much as possible. But at the moment we have disturbed them, unfortunately, but there's no way around this really.
Maybe we need to get a bucket and place them in something.
I mean, there's still water in there, obviously, as you can see. We've not hit all the way down to the bottom.
Now we've got to dig all this out.
But yeah, we need to clean this out in order to make the preparations for putting our tubes in. So we need to clear as much of this out. We're going to put stones down, tubes on top of the stones, and then which will act as a filter for the water. This water is going to be constantly rising throughout the year, but that's going to provide us clean water. It's going to provide us clean water, and obviously this is going to be left for the wildlife, because they come, you know, we have the deer visiting here, we have all sorts of animals come and drink the water throughout the year, and obviously these guys live here too, and we want to maintain that. We don't want to take everything, we just want to share. Okay, so now phase 2 of this operation, dig the well out. So it's 6:05, and we decided to call it quits there. Just fell over. Yeah, we decided to call it quits there, but just going to capture the water level, see how it rises, and we can just monitor how much is actually coming in a period of time. Back at the well, and Lana's devised a plan, and she's created a pulley that a ladder lift, a pulley system, so that as we load up these buckets, which are really heavy, We don't have to physically carry them out now, we can just slide them up and down the ladder using the pulley. And as you can see here, the water level's risen again overnight. And so yeah, currently 1444. You can see how much the water level rises in that time frame. It's a steady flow through the hills here, and we're going to have to pump it out again.
Now we'll see if it works.
Yeah, she's going to give us an example now. We've just popped the bucket on just to see how it goes. And yeah, works perfectly well.
Don't know how heavy it's going to be to pull up when they fall.
Well, we'll have to have a go, but it's got to be easier than bumping it from down there. So yeah, we're siphoning out the well again, just removing all the water that came up overnight. And if you look down here, you'll see Lana. What she's doing is just stirring up the bottom, because as the water's being carried down through the tube, the diameter of the hose is big enough to take a lot of that silt along with it.
We hope. That's the plan.
That's the plan. So far so good, seems to be working. Water levels dropped again quite dramatically in the space of about 5 minutes. So I'm going to go hang out down the bottom, make sure we maintain that good steady flow. So this is how it looks down at the bottom.
So to try and prevent the pipe from clogging, I'll aggravate it a bit and then drag up all the leaf debris. I just wish I could get deeper.
Well, the water level has dropped again,
Quite a lot, eh?
and it's been about what, 10
minutes. Look at the ladder.
Yeah, there's another good reference point there, but that post says it all really. Don't be going and getting stuck again. Today's actually Lana's birthday, and I asked her today, what would you like to do? And Lana's response was,
I'm going to play in the well again. You do what makes you happy.
we were really happy with the way things were going. We were making really good progress, and the ladder lift was a real game changer. It saved our backs, as the method that we were using prior to this was a lot of hard, strenuous work. Sliding it up and down the ladder was so much easier.
Now I thought this water source was from below, but if I very carefully walk over here, just get my support. I've just spotted something in here. Hold on, let me try and open it up. That's where water's coming from.
Probably coming from underground as well.
Yeah, but that's flowing quite strong, huh?
It is, yeah.
I wonder if we'll find more like that.
Hey guys, beautiful day today. Yesterday we had a day off, so we're back at it again today. Just to give you a bit of an update as to what's going on. Looks like things have started to dry up here now. The water was flowing through here, but not much left now. It's still, the ground's still a bit soggy, but seems to be the end of the stream that we had flowing through the land. A few more days and we should be able to get the tractor across here again. So yeah, we're still working on the well. We've left it for a few days now, about 48 hours, and we've got another plan Lana's busy working on. We've got it's like a winch.
I think it's a boat winch.
It's like a boat winch. The type that you wind, a manual winch with a handle on it. So Lana's just putting it together and we're going to attach it to the top of the ladder. And it'll be a better system. Obviously we've got this pulley and lift that Lana created. Genius that she is. And this is the situation at the moment. The water's come right up. This is after 48 hours now. So obviously we're going to drain that again best that we can using our syphon, and get the water out, and then we can start trying to remove some of the sediment that's at the bottom and clean it up in preparation for the rings to go in. So we're just here doing a bit of magnet fishing.
Not happy.
Well, seems to have claimed a few items now.
So what Lana is actually trying to magnet fish for is one of the sockets from an impact driver. As we were trying to attach the winch to the ladder, one of the sockets rolled off into the well. The other items that I'm talking about was a fairly new GoPro and a tripod.
Hey, she caught one.
Oh my god, we got it! Oh! I was just about to give up.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's the chances?
So today can only get better as well then. Right, this is not going to work.
Nope.
No cranking distance.
Nope.
And if we offset it so that we can crank, then
it's going to throw everything out.
Going to throw the whole
It's going to pull to the side rather than where you want it to pull.
So then we'll have to go back to my original idea. Maybe put a stake in. Because we should have holes here.
Yeah, where we had the posts. Red post coming all the way around here.
If not, we'll just do another one.
Yeah. This is plan C. Lana's made some modifications. My beautiful assistant will demonstrate how this works.
Voila!
Yeah, so as you can see, it's just a basic hand winch, and it wasn't working, as we found out when we tried to attach it to the ladder, and there just wasn't space for the handle to rotate. So this was plan C. Just basically knocked in a fence post and attached it to the fence post. Job's a good one. Well, we'll find out anyway when we put it to the test.
Yeah, we're going to put it under load first.
We've got to put it under load, but in theory it should work. And well, fingers crossed it does. Well, but we'll find out. Before we do that, we've got to drain all this water out. As you can see, it's come up quite a lot. It just seems to be rising, and which is a good thing. I'm not complaining. It just means we've got to siphon it out now.
So all this footage we shot over quite a few weeks. It was a lot of hard, strenuous physical work, but we really enjoyed it, and it became easier along the way with all the adaptations that we made and little tweaks to the process. Unfortunately, as time went by, we'd entered Pedro's busiest time of the season, and so he wasn't available to help us anymore. So moving the rings would have to wait until after the summer. But we've had fun, learnt a lot, and we knew we could always get water from Pedro at any time. If you've made it this far, please drop us a like, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and a massive thanks to those who bought us a coffee. Thanks so much for supporting the channel, guys. We really do love you, and we'll see you next Saturday. Adios.